Hey, what is good people? Ben from Lover of Tech, a bit of a different video, a first time on-site collaboration with me and Carl Yates. So yeah, Carl, introduce yourself.
Hi, thanks. Thanks for having me.
It's about time, right?
It's about time. We've
Cool.
worked together for a while now.
Absolutely.
And, you know, every single day we talk phones and we've always said we should do something. So here
And
we are.
This is one that I've been excited for. So give a bit of backstory. This is pretty much all to do with the fact that Carl is an iPhone user, an iOS user.
Yeah.
And he hasn't experienced Android, especially modern day Android. And I thought, you know what? Why not give it a try? So I gave you some devices, which we're gonna run through.
Thank you for that.
The main one is the Pixel 9 Pro XL, but there's some other ones as well, which we've got the OnePlus Pad 3 and of
which I
course
love.
the OnePlus Watch 3, which, shameless plug, he has his first review. Go to his channel. You're seeing this as a dual collab post. Go to his channel, subscribe, go help him out because this is a good venture for him and it's a good experiment journey. So what we've pretty much done is a good trial run because you've not fully switched.
No.
But this is a good trial run. So let's run through some things. Preconceptions. Talk to me.
Preconception. So yeah, like you said, I've just been in Apple world pretty much my entire adult life. Since I was able to start buying tech, I was buying Apple tech. You know, I've done one iPhone after another iPhone the entire time. I've never owned any Android anything. I've always sort of thought of Android as the Windows of the phone
world.
And I've never liked Windows. I've always clashed with Windows. I hate every single time I have to use it. I've always been a Mac person. And so I think I'm an iPhone person because I'm a Mac person.
The kind of streamlined, straightforward experience and the cohesiveness and stuff,
And I still hate Windows. I have used modern Windows.
Hey, Windows is good for gaming at least.
I own a Windows computer. My wife has a Windows computer. I don't like it. I just don't like it.
Windows users, don't come for us. I'm defending it for gaming at least. So
come for me.
Come for
I'll
him.
take it.
I love that.
But this is not Windows.
Right.
This is so different.
Different, right?
You know, this is great. Android is great. It's really polished, really slick. I sort of always dismissed it as being something subpar to Apple somehow. Like it wouldn't be as polished, it wouldn't be as premium feeling as, like, why would I even look at Android? I've got an iPhone, you know, even an old iPhone. I don't have an up-to-date iPhone. I've got a 14 Pro Max is my phone for
which is still good in terms of like in life. When the 17 Pro Max is 3 generations behind, it's not that old.
But I haven't upgraded.
I've
done every single iPhone every 2 years, my entire adult life, and now this is 3 years old. I've never upgraded. Like, it's good enough.
It's good enough.
Still feels like they're new ones. Nothing's really changed.
Fair.
It's all got a little bit stale and boring. I haven't really had a reason to upgrade.
Like upgrade. I hear you. So that's good because centralized your preconceptions. Tell me that first impression when you held a Pixel 9 Pro XL.
Oh, I love it.
I
mean, the Pixel specifically, and I've held a lot of the phones that you've brought into work and played with. Obviously,
different
you play with a
form
lot of
factors,
different phones. To me, what Google are doing here with the Pixel 10 and the Pixel 9 series is the best looking smartphones, just physically, on the market. I love this.
It's good.
I so prefer this to anything Apple
so
is
underrated.
doing.
People don't rate it as much, but it's.
I'm just purely the outside of the phone. I prefer this to Samsung. I prefer it to OnePlus. I prefer it to Apple. Everything. They feel amazing.
Amazing. Proper tank. Really well built. So that debunks the first preconceptions that you had with it. Android is premium.
Absolutely.
Android is premium.
Absolutely.
You know, physical, and of course in terms of the software experience and stuff, you know, that's definitely something that's there. Tell me the next part. When you were actually using it, right? What were some of the frustrations?
So, I mean, obviously you're trying a different operating system for the first time, which has not happened to me for a very long time. And so there was a little bit of a learning curve, a little bit of a hurdle. But once I got my head around that, there weren't as many frustrations as I thought there would be. Not at all. The main one physically for me with the Pixel is the location of the lock and the volume buttons.
As well.
Like, I've got young kids, I'm up with the baby throughout the night all the time, and I've been using this and trying to make sure I use this as my main device for things like that, and listening to audiobooks and watching YouTube videos in the dark while rocking her to sleep, that kind of stuff. Try and keep a bit of sanity. And I am, every single night, I lock it instead of turning the volume up. every single night. So like, why are they so close to each other? Why are they on that side?
So
every night.
I laugh because it's a thing in the tech industry, and obviously people that are outright Pixel users get used to it, but I promise you something you don't get used to.
How long have I been borrowing this from
like
you
a month
for?
over now.
A month. I haven't got used to it.
You're not gonna get used to it.
It's doing my head in.
It will. It will. I mean, I've always said it. I always prefer, and I think OnePlus does this next to Apple.
Right.
2 separate volume buttons, not as a rocker
On
the
the
left.
Pad 3, it's same as it is on the iPad, up at the top and then on the
Absolutely.
side. So much
Yeah,
better.
yeah. So OnePlus, they're good at that.
Yeah.
And Samsung, as you can see, I'm using the S25 Ultra.
Yeah.
They've got it on both sides, but it's the right way round in my
That I
opinion.
don't mind
Power
because
button.
when you reach for it in the dark, the first one you
yeah.
find is volume up and then volume down, and so that's okay.
Yeah.
But here I just can't tell the difference.
They went against the grain just to, really go against the grain.
to annoy me.
It's not just you, it's a thing. It's a thing. No, fair.
Like software, mostly is all right.
Yeah.
There's definitely some app things, some apps that I use all the time on iOS. On Android. Things like I do a lot of drawing, so Procreate is my main one, and it's just not on Android on the tablet side of things. And some of the apps that I do use are just worse on Android.
Yeah.
Like I've got the Nanit Pro Smart Baby Monitor. It's got an app, and I actually prefer the UI layout. On Android than I do on the iOS version. But the playback is really choppy and rubbish. It's smooth as anything on iOS.
Dude, the app thing, listen, I've still got a 16 Pro Max in the pocket.
Yeah.
I've got a 17 Pro Max that I'm slowly switching over to because I do a lot of technical testing. Dude, I still have to have this because there is still certain apps that I have to use for certain products I can't get away from, iOS only. So that can be another frustration.
It's a real barrier to actually properly making the switch.
It still is, man. It still is. And it's not something I want to still talk about for 2025 especially, but it's still a thing.
And I tell you what, the only other preconception that I had that has been the case on software is how just tied up everything is.
Yeah.
Everything on Apple feels the same across the apps, whereas on Android, things like the keyboard, and not necessarily the keyboard layout, but the way that you interact with the text above it is different on different apps.
Apps, yeah.
So in Google Docs, you select text in a different way than you do on the Notes app that's built in or on other things.
The behavioral changes.
That's really frustrating. Like just dragging to select text is different in each app, whereas you wouldn't get that on iOS.
Yeah.
And things like multiple files app, multiple photos app, like on the OnePlus,
the duplicate apps,
and the Samsung thing. I've got Gallery, and then I've got Google Photos. And how does that?
You don't want to come to Samsung then. Oh man, that's duplicate hell.
It's really confusing for an iPhone user.
Which one to use and what not.
And it's great that you've got choice and flexibility, whereas on Apple, you just have the way Apple does it.
But there can be a thing of choice paralysis.
It's frustrating, and it just adds an extra layer of confusion, which I've never had.
No, that's fair. No. But tell me the good stuff. There has to be some good stuff.
I'm loving it. It doesn't sound like so far I'm loving it, but I'm loving it.
Look, Justin Timberlake made a song about it. I'm loving it. You might as well just play that right now. Say that for me again, because I'm your resident Android dealer at this point. So,
firstly, the home screen.
Yeah.
Like just tiny thing, but I can have 5 icons going across.
Yep.
Like the difference between the home screens now on iOS versus this, and you can customize this a little bit, but when I swap between them, it feels like I'm going between a grown-up phone and a kid's phone.
I won't say how you called liquid glass now without the G and the L, but that's certainly down there.
I am very much an Apple guy, and what they're doing right now, I'm not a fan of. I don't like iOS. I don't like the way liquid glass looks. I think it looks awful. I'm finding loads of bugs since upgrading to it. And just the physical designs of their latest phones. It's nice that they're trying something different, but I don't think they look good. They just look weird and lumpy.
They're polarizing, but they're not. They're not the intent of what we, I think, come to know of what we expect from Apple. But they're just very polarizing,
I haven't landed on the right side of that at all. I just don't like it.
I mean, I like it more for, the Cosmic Orange, for example, on the 17 Pro Max. It looks good in videos in terms of the poppiness.
But I don't like blood orange.
Not like, hey, buy that as the daily phone to use if you're not a content creator shooting videos.
And the blue looks amazing. I love the colour.
Blue, that's actually the better colour.
It's just what do they call it? The camera.
The plateau.
The plateau.
The plateau.
I just don't like it. at all. And the way that AI is in here,
Mate.
have you been using it?
Dude.
I've been using it a lot.
Dude.
Gemini is incredible. I took it on holiday to Spain. My daughter got ill while we were out there, and I had to do a whole doctor backwards and forwards with them, get medication from pharmacies and all the rest of it. I used Google so much for that, like the live translate stuff, you could just point the camera at the back of the instructions and the prescription, and it just turned it all into English for me. Unbelievably useful.
Dude, like,
so useful.
Gemini right now it's like, once it starts really rolling into the smart home stuff, especially in this point, we've been going through it from not just the phone, the smartwatches we've been testing. And obviously with me with the Pixel Buds 2a, obviously my review's gone live for that. Shameless plug, go watch it. I felt like I had Jarvis in my ears. Why that just spun me is crazy.
They just need to tie it into all their other stuff. Siri, you can use it to control your phone and the things connected to your phone, whereas Gemini you can't. And so the whole Google Assistant Gemini thing...
It's still clashing. We need it to roll out. We need Gemini.
It's really odd. Like I tried to turn on one of my lamps with my watch. I was like, oh, I can't do it. That's odd.
It's true. This
is so much more powerful, but it's worse in that aspect than the really dumb Siri that's inside my iPhone. Like that's odd.
Yeah, that's fair.
And the back button.
Yeah.
I fully admit I did not see the point in the back button at all. I've heard Android people talk about back buttons for years. I was like, but why? I've never ever needed a back button.
A true universal
I've done without a back
system.
button. Why on earth do I need a back button? Every single time I now pick up my iPhone, I try swiping from the right to go back.
Yeah.
Every single time. Like, I've got so used to it on the Pixel.
It's good.
It's amazing.
And it's ambidextrous. If you're a left-handed user...
I swipe that side to go back, that side to go back, depending on which hand. And it's so quickly become muscle memory. Yeah. So quickly. Yeah.
It's one of those things you don't know until you know. Yeah. Until you experience it.
Absolutely one of those situations.
Dude, iOS has become better in terms of kind of navigating you through how you move back, but it's still convoluted per app.
Yeah.
So not having that universal back system, and the fact that you can obviously change the sensitivity of it depending on how you want to use it and stuff. Again, that level of control. So I'm really glad about that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw one out there as well, because I don't think you've benefited from this one. True multitasking. I rant about this.
Well,
have you fell into that?
I don't really multitask on a phone at all, because the screen's too small.
Fair. So that you fall into that still.
I've been borrowing the OnePlus. Too many devices over on Android. The OnePlus Pad 3 I've been borrowing from you, which I'm so impressed by. By.
I'm glad you're using it, because...
And the Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra. We're working on something together for that. Yeah. The multitasking on that specifically, what Samsung are doing there, this
One
new
UI.
Dex stuff, the One UI stuff, but also the Dex stuff, it is so much better, because I've also upgraded my iPad to iPadOS 26. Yeah. That gets the whole floating window thing. It's nowhere near as good as it is on
Samsung have been killing that for years.
It's so good.
Robust.
And the size of the screen on the tab as well means that you can really comfortably... Because it's not just a big screen, it's a wide screen. And so you can really comfortably have two apps side by side. Yeah. And when I'm using a computer, I always have, if I'm on just my laptop screen, I have one. Yeah. If I'm on my big screen, I have two. Yeah. Side by side all the time. Yeah. I use that all the time at work. Yeah. And so I'm very used to it. Yeah. And this Tab S11 is the first time I've ever gone on a tablet. I would use it that way.
Yeah, fair.
It works really, really well.
So that means maybe we need to get your foldable to enjoy using multitasking on a smartphone.
I've never ever used a foldable.
Cool. Maybe that's the next one, people. Comment below which foldable are we going to give him to get him to do more multitasking on a smartphone. Now we're going to wrap this up. Talk to me.
One more other thing that I really like. I thought that this whole thing on the side where you scroll to and it gives you stuff it thinks you want to see. I thought that would be Windows rubbish that is just full of ads that I don't want to see. No. I now check this every single day. It's actually stuff that I do want to see, which is absolutely not what I thought it would be. I'm using it.
I just remember one more thing. Remember when you said, "Oh, my Pixel can tell me what song that is"?
Oh yes.
Now playing.
Yeah. And that's a Pixel only thing.
Pixel only thing.
I've used that quite a lot as well. You're just in a restaurant or whatever, and you hear a song, and go, "What is that?" And you don't even every phone you can ask it. But I just look down at the always on display on the Pixel and it just tells me.
That was one of my best things that you discovered naturally.
Yeah.
And then when I said to you, actually go further, tap it, go through the day.
Yeah, it tells you the whole history.
Yeah, you would have had a whole playlist. If you were on a train or some restaurant and you heard a track, I heard something today, go there.
Yep, just in the office having the radio on.
I felt so shunned. I was like, when you said it, it's like, yeah, my Pixel can tell me. I was like, fine, Carl, you win. You win on this one. Well, cool. Let's wrap this up. You've now experienced Android from the phone of using a Pixel 9 Pro XL. You're experiencing it on the tablet, and you're experiencing it on the OnePlus Watch 3.
Yeah, so I've done 3 brands now.
Right.
Google, Samsung, OnePlus.
And you've touched a couple of others in different form factors with foldables from Honor and stuff, right?
I borrowed.
Right, just a little hands-on
to
give your impressions.
Yours.
What do you think of these brands that you've kind of really used, had a touch? Like, what's your perception of each one? Let's start with Google. Of course, that's the main one with the phone.
Really impressed with what Google are doing. I mean, Google was the one I sort of knew the most going into. Like, I've got some Google Smart Home stuff. I don't like some things that Google do on here, like this bar at the bottom that you can't move.
Yeah, that you can't remove.
Like, I don't really find I use it a huge amount. That's not how I'm accessing the Gemini stuff on the phone. But overall, like the fit and finish and polish of it, big fan of what Google are doing. Like I said at the beginning, I just think these are the prettiest smartphones on the market.
They've done what they do. They're trying to get people like you on the 14 Pro Maxes and stuff, you know.
It's working. It's
working. It's working. So I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see it. OnePlus. Give me your take on OnePlus.
I didn't know anything about OnePlus before doing this, and I'm so impressed. I've never used a phone, but the Pad 3 is incredible.
Heavy hitter, right?
Really, really, considering what it costs, bonkers good. Bonkers good. And this watch is my favourite smartwatch I've ever used.
That one made my day, because obviously I've got the 43mm that just came in. I'll be testing. Watch 2 from last year as well, when we were in Milan for that product launch with the Nord and the Pad 2. That's the one that really made my day. Your whole persona on it. Like, guys, please,
I love this.
Go watch the smartwatch review of the Watch 3. I in my life, you compare it to my one, ain't as good. I promise you, that's like an actual real world usage of doing that. You're going to be seeing more from that when it comes to Carl Yates. So definitely, please go subscribe there. And then the ad hoc brands, like your Honors and your Samsungs that you've not tried. What's your little take there?
Well, Samsung's the most popular, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Market share and range. But, you know, with the foldables, when you touch the V5 and
not knowing anything before them, you just put them in my hands. I preferred the Honor.
Ooh.
I liked the camera bump better. I thought that I didn't notice the seam as much.
Crease,
and I didn't really tell the difference between them in terms of thinness. They both felt impressively thin.
All right.
And that's the only Honor product I've ever touched.
Ooh.
And I was really impressed by it.
Yeah,
it felt very premium.
Yep. They've really knocked it out of the park. Well, we'll change things when it comes to trying a OnePlus phone. Of course, can't give too much away on that. And many things happening for Q4 for this year. But your verdict so far, out of 10, experiencing Android, what would you rate it?
Oh,
across the board,
just in a bubble, or because I'm in the Apple ecosystem? Because that does change things.
Give me that Apple ecosystem, because that's really a good perception for people if they see this. It's a genuine experience.
Yeah, exactly. I've got an iPad, I've got Macs, I've got my iPhone. My wife's got an iPhone. Yeah. All my family members have got iPhones and Macs and everything like that. Yeah. We're all in. We share Apple One and share Apple Music and podcasts and news and all the rest of it. Like, I'm very into the Apple
walled garden.
Bubble walled garden. I'm so into it. So I'm planning on running Android alongside rather than swapping over. So in a bubble, super impressed. Like 8 out of 10 impressed. Coming from, I don't think I'd, even as bored as I am with Apple, I don't think
the cohesion is tough.
Change simply because of that.
The cohesion on iPhones and just the Apple ecosystem is huge.
I would, but then I'd feel a bit of a barrier between. Yeah. And I often hear Americans talking about it with blue bubbles, green bubbles.
That's not for us, man.
Not, like, we all use WhatsApp for everything.
We use WhatsApp.
So even with that removed, it's still like we share a lot of like photos
Services.
in the photos app and all those
that's
services.
memories. That's decades of
Exactly.
years of memories.
Yeah, it's my whole kid's life so far.
Yeah, and it's a
are on
big
that
deal.
thing.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Well, I like this. More of this. The experience of doing a actual trial run, a genuine trial run on Android as a lifelong, yes, let's do it, lifelong iOS iPhone user switches. Now,
As a baby with one.
I appreciate you doing this, man, because it's also good for me creatively. It's like a fresh, different take of just what we do as creatives. You know, this is one of many. Guys, like I said, definitely go subscribe to Carl Yates. He is definitely going to be doing all things tech from his side. Tablets. I class him as an actual genuine power tablet user.
It's really interesting because we both love tech, but we've got very different attitudes towards tech, very different personalities, different priorities on what makes the tech that we like, the tech that we like.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
And of course, if you guys didn't realize, with the wallpapers that we've launched, it's a co-collaborative effort. He is a genuine digital artist. Check the link in the description below. These wallpapers are great. We see some people that have already purchased them. We really appreciate the support there. It helps us both, but it's also giving you something back as well. And like, he's always firing new artwork. So like, Lord knows how that's going to be looking
I haven't
at.
even put those up.
Exactly.
Yet.
Like, these haven't even been put up. So definitely check the wallpapers in the description below. We've got them in all different formats for your smartphones, be it Android, be it iOS, be it your tablet for iPad, be it your foldables. We've got them there. They really pop, they really look good. You're going to be seeing them in all the reviews that we've got coming up. I've got stuff coming up with the iPhone 17 Pro Max. But the main thing, look out for the Tab S11 Ultra review. That's going to be shot in our crispy 8K cinematic style. It's going to be really fun. And of course, a lot of weight is going to be coming from you because, mate, man, the stuff you're putting on that tablet when it comes to the wallpapers, the digital art, and the experience of it, I can't wait for people to get your take on it. So yeah, more of it, watch out for it. This is a genuine trial run. Android is premium. It's not as bad as you think. So
it's really good.
We're going to be signing out.
Good.
Hope you all have a good one. We'll catch you in the next one. Anytime, and more of it, more of it. We'll see you in the next one. Make sure you subscribe to both our channels. Peace.